Um, Found out when I was 8 years old, which was in 2013. Um, I don't like really know the full gist why, but I think I did have some, um, gut issues as a kid.
It was about 2006 because I was having a lot of pain at the end of each day and I needed to investigate what it was. Well, it's disappointing because there's so many foods that I used to love that I cannot eat anymore.
It was pretty massive. I mean, I was pretty young, so a lot of it was like my parents had to figure out, and so yeah, it was being super careful of checking ingredients and stuff, and double checking all this sort of stuff. We sort of It was rare for us to like go out and eat because it was so new for me and my family at the time. And yeah, it was pretty hard as well with like social events. Like there'd be times when, if I went to like a friend's birthday party or something, there'd always have to be, exceptions made, and there'd always be stuff I have to miss out on that, like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that would be a good thing. I feel like I'm so used to it now that it's not something that I'm like wanting. It's not like my biggest want in the world, because I mean, at this point, I've gotten so used to being celiac. But if something like that did come out and it was like proven to, work, and yeah, that would be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great, but it's manageable without that, so it's not a necessity. It would just be something that would be nice. In the time since my diagnosis, availability of foods has improved a lot. Having said that, going out to dinner is always risky if it's not a fully celiac approved restaurant. But, it's a chance to take.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as I mentioned a bit, as a kid, it was really hard, and there are a few like difficult experiences in terms of restaurants and stuff, leading to be pretty sick a few times. But as I've gotten older and more like independent, it's been pretty nice to do my own research and explore lots of different places that like do gluten-free food, and yeah, because it was really hard with my family. And when it comes to sourcing food, it's been fine most of the time. With all, the alternatives, the only thing that is a bit unfortunate is how often they tend to be more expensive than their regular counterparts. Not as much for me, but probably more for my mum, because my mum joined a lot of like groups and even did like some volunteer work for celiac like groups. And so as a kid, I went to a lot of their events that they'd host for Christmas and things like that. I never really met anybody through it, but my mom, being like someone who volunteered a lot and attended meetings with them, she's made, a bunch of acquaintances, including people with celiac and people who cook.
I did join a celiac group when I lived in Singapore, and that was good. That was very beneficial and helpful, learning where where I could source different foods. Be careful. Double check everything when you're out and you're ordering. Don't bother with bread, it's not worth it. There's no good substitute. And just, yeah, you know, it is what it is. So embrace what you can eat and don't focus too much on what you can't and you're missing.